from NBC News. This is Today with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Up next, do technology and romance mix? It's love in the age of texting and Twitter. You don't want to read your portion after this. Listen here.
From Facebook to fan pages to texting and tweeting, is today's technology helping or hurting your relationship?
Who is better than you?
Nobody.
Who is better?
Kathy who?
I don't know. Here to help us explore this issue are veteran matchmaker and creator of It's Just Lunch, PJ Osgood, and psychotherapist Ian Kerner, founder of goodinbed.com. All right, so I guess the basic question is, do you guys think that social media, in effect, is it helping our relationships or is it generally harming them, do you think?
Well, I definitely think they're harming. I mean, technology's here to stay, but it's definitely making you emotionally distant. I mean, you can mass send out a text message of, I'm thinking of you, to, I don't know, a slew of different people. Yeah. It's really cutting out that whole courtship that women really want.
Yeah. But guys don't care about.
Some guys think so. This is basically my answer.
I think technology is definitely here to stay, and I think especially when you're in a relationship, you need to be an open book in your relationship, and that includes an open Facebook, you know. But I know, like, for my wife and I, like, we share passwords, we share Facebook pages, like, everything's completely transparent, and there's a high degree of intimacy as a result, and a high degree of trust. So I think you kind of got to go with the technology flow.
But what if, okay, let's pretend your wife was Facebook friending her ex-boyfriend, who she was in love with many years ago, and they were communicating, and it was kind of cool, but you knew, but it seemed a little flirty. Would that be offensive to you, do you think?
It would be much more offensive if she was hiding it, okay, or if I didn't know about it, or if she were having secret emails. But if we're in a trusting relationship and I see who she's talking to, then I'm cool with it. I think it's all about the knowledge and the honesty, to be honest.
What do you guys, what about you and your fiance? Do you guys text and tweet and Facebook?
Oh, we text way more than we talk
really?
On the phone, yeah.
Why?
Well, because with texting, it's like you don't have to go through the, hang on a minute, you know.
Yeah,
it's
all
just
right
you say
there.
what you need to say, and then when you see each other, you do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying it creates more time for the doing?
Right, but it's all about
more time for the doing.
Sorry she brought up that whole ex-boyfriend stuff.
But it's the effort, right? I mean, the fact is it's easy. You know, there's something a woman wants to feel about being like, oh, you wanted to talk to me. You know, I get to hear 90% of communication is all body language and your tone. You don't get that with words.
That's what I was going to say, because you don't get the tone. Often I think in Facebook or just in the emails or texts, you're like, boy, was that being abrupt or was that being... Don't you think there's a lot lost in translation?
I think there is a lot lost in translation. I actually, funny enough, I defriended my wife for a little while because I was like, you know what? I was like, this is just too much information. I don't need to know that you're having your third latte of the day. We need a little bit of, like, unpredictability, a little bit of mystery in our relationship.
Do you think all this stuff, does it take away time? Like, when your wife or your boyfriend, your husband or whomever is texting, tweeting other people, they're just busy, they're just not present with you.
Right, it gets addictive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
That's
think
what
about
I
it,
get yelled at
right?
about.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Because you're sitting at dinner and you're texting, like, is it really you're saying to someone, I think, is someone more important? Like, I like being with you right now, but this other phone call might be more important.
I felt just yesterday to my wife, it's like you're Facebooking more than you're FaceTiming, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's a good line. So what do you do in tweeting when you're with Miranda?
Well, she's always watching some stupid show like Say Yes to the Dress or something that I don't give a crap about. And then I'm going to get on Twitter.
Right? And who are you
You're going to tell the world that that's what, you're going to tell the world that that's what she's doing right now? And
well, I don't know what she's doing right now, but I know that the times that I'm on there, it's because I'm sitting there, you know, in misery watching one of these shows.
People sometimes make the mistake of sharing too much of their relationship information with the world via Twitter or Facebook.
Because it almost feels, you almost feel safe for some weird reason, even though you're putting everything out there, like you put everything out there. You know how you do. But you know, you do feel you feel safe, even though it's
a false sense of intimacy, I think.
Right.
Which is fine with most guys.
Yeah. And guys don't mind. You see? Do you see what I'm working with today?
Yeah, really. I really appreciate that. I hope you're not giving dating advice after this.
I think he is. PJ.
Positive advice.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.